Welcome to the channel where we profile some of the most interesting people in sports and culture. Firstly, I'd just like to remind you of our competition to win $100 in Amazon vouchers. I'll be making the draw at 1,000 subscribers. If you subscribe, you are in the draw. Today's video is reporting on some worrying news relating to one of my favorite cricketers of all time. England legend Andrew Flintoff has been in a serious crash whilst filming for the BBC motoring programme, Top Gear. The accident was so severe that the BBC has halted the latest series of the show. The presenter was injured in December at Top Gear's test track at Dunsfold Park Aerodrome in Surrey. The BBC said, "Under the circumstances, we feel it would be inappropriate to resume making Series 34. The broadcaster said a decision on how best to continue would be made later this year." Following the accident on the 13th of December, the former England cricketer received emergency medical care at the scene before being airlifted to hospital for further treatment. In a statement, the BBC said, "We have sincerely apologised to Freddie and will continue to support him with his recovery. We understand halting the show will be disappointing for fans, but it is the right thing to do, and we'll make a judgment about how best to continue later this year." The decision has also impacted the production team, said the BBC, adding that there would be a health and safety review of the show, undertaken by an independent third party. Flintoff was said to have been driving an open-topped three-wheel Morgan Super 3 sports car when the terrifying incident happened, a vehicle which was not fitted with airbags according to reports. The vehicle is registered as a motorized tricycle, meaning that it is not beholden to the same safety rules as cars. Just looking at the design of such a vehicle, you can see how any accident could be more severe than in a larger, more substantial vehicle. A source close to the incident said, "Very little has been revealed about the accident and bosses are keen to keep a lid on details. They said people will undoubtedly be concerned about the new information." The terrifying filming crash reportedly left him with broken ribs and severe facial injuries. His current condition is not being disclosed. An insider told The Times, "Freddie has been seriously emotionally and physically affected by the crash. He is a daredevil, that's what he does, and he doesn't feel like he is able to continue to play that role on the show." Sources close to the dad of four said his injuries were thankfully not life-threatening, despite the need for an air ambulance to rush him to hospital. But reports also said the crash was even worse than fans could imagine, and it is hinted the incident was made worse by the fact the vehicle involved in the incident didn't have a roof. One of Top Gear's previous presenters, Richard Hammond, was also injured while filming for the series in 2006. Hammond crashed a car while traveling at nearly 300 miles per hour at the former RAF Elvington Air Base near York, leaving him in a coma with a frontal lobe brain injury. He survived and ultimately returned to the series alongside fellow hosts Jeremy Clarkson and James May. The trio left Top Gear in 2015 after an altercation between Clarkson and a producer. BBC Studios, which produces the show, also conducted its own investigation of the accident. A spokesperson for the Health and Safety Executive, the national regulator for workplace safety in England, Wales and Scotland, said, "We've completed our inquiries into this incident and will not be investigating further. It is understood the circumstances of the incident did not meet the threshold for further investigation." The regulator can launch criminal prosecutions against employers where staff have suffered serious injury or died at work. Philippa Childs, head of BECTU, the Union for Workers in the Creative Industries, told the BBC, "Crew well-being on set is paramount, and its critical productions have stringent policies and procedures in place to protect freelancers' physical and mental health. Productions must ensure they are meeting the highest safety standards and, where incidents occur, must ensure lessons are learned and appropriate support is provided for the workforce." Top Gear, one of the broadcaster's most successful and exported programs, has had a series of different presenters since 2002. December's accident was not the first Flintoff has suffered since he first began presenting the show. The father of four crashed into a market stall in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire in February 2019. In September of the same year, he also crashed during a drag race while he was filming at Elvington Airfield in Yorkshire, but walked away unharmed. In June 2022, Flintoff was racing in a bobsleigh at a course in Norway when it flipped over, but he again came out of the crash unscathed. After retiring from cricket in 2010, he had one professional bout as a boxer, won the Australian version of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and also took to acting. He joined Top Gear as a host in 2019 and has co-starred in the show with Paddy McGuinness and Chris Harris. Their most recent series attracted an average consolidated audience of 4.5 million viewers. Racing driver Perry McCarthy, who previously portrayed the Stig on Top Gear, told The World at 1 on BBC Radio 4, "One thing about life in a car, whether it be on the road or on a track, is that when something goes wrong, it goes wrong really quickly." He added, "You've got this enthusiasm from presenters which is wonderful, that's great, that's what the show's about. But you've got to be careful. So you need people around that show who really understand what can go wrong." Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to be part of our upcoming draw for $100 in Amazon vouchers.